Welcome back to our channel, and thank you all for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so, and we shall continue to bring you the latest news as they come. And together we can work with our great leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB and Eastern Security Network to make our Biafran dream a reality. He said. The Fulani Nigerian government are going about bribing and looking for one Nigerian supporters in the southeast region and in the so-called Niger Delta region. After taking Ghana must go bags filled with hard currencies to the creek, some so-called Niger Deltans are now supporting the Fulani Janjaweed. The Jaws are suffering environmental degradation. They are suffering. These are people that have been suffering. And these are people that told the Fulani Janjaweed that they would deny IGBO access to the sea if Biafra is declared, if Biafra is free. They have forgotten that it took a lot of sacrifice and courage by Igbos, led by late Professor ṭọ̀ R𝗋ֱ콴, may her soul rest in peace, to make their son, President Goodluck Jonathan, when they made him a president, they made their son president. When General Dan Bazue, a Fulani and his cabal were running the country and pretending that the terminally ill President Yar'Adua was the person giving the orders, as they are currently doing, using the name presidency. The Igbos have been paying a huge price under the late Buhari's administration, who have denied the Igbo, including the so-called Niger Deltans, sensitive appointments and projects because they supported Anijo Jonathan against him, whom the rest of the Nigerian calls clueless. My brothers and my sisters, you can see that the Igbos are paying a huge price. They're doing a lot of sacrifice to make sure that Biafra is free. Deity Spiv, as military administrator after the genocide 1967 to 70 Nigerian Civil War, it took time, it took pain, and it was changing and bastardizing the Igbo names of communities in the newly created river states to complicate their identity to the point that a lot of them are now confused elements. They are now tracing their tribe to Benin and Dahomey, where they do not have any ties. A lot of them confused. The Igbos will have to start learning how to allow these minority tribes who have refused to wise up. They have refused to be wise, and allow the Fulani Janjaweed continue their oppression and domination of their lands. I know our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have said, not an inch of Biafran land will be ceded to the Fulani Janjaweed. And that is what we support. Enough of the sacrifice with Igbo blood from backstabbing neighbors who stood aside and watched as millions of Igbo kids starved to death just across their fence. They were happy. They thought the Fulani would favor them. They thought so. You know, they thought. But the Fulanis are dominating and oppressing them. They have taken over all the oil wells. You know, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have said it time without numbers. Biafra freedom is not about oil. It's about freedom. And he promised to give any nation that needs oil free. He will give them free of charge. The Fulani Janjaweed are begging for unity because of the oil. Because they don't know how to do anything. All they know is how to steal, loot, and, commit terrorism. That's what they know. Igbo should stand aside and allow the Fulani Janjaweed, who controls the oil blocks in the so-called Niger Delta, to continue to use the proceeds to build railways that connect their cousin in Niger Republic, while the Niger Deltans live in squalor and environmental degradation. The average Niger Delta politicians won't stand for an Igbo like the Igbos did for their son, Goodluck Jonathan. They will not, because they have allowed the Fulani hatred to sink into their mind. They have been deceived so much, and they have not learned from their lesson. There's a saying that said, a wise man learns from his own mistake. A wiser man learns from other people's mistakes. The Niger Deltans are suffering environmental degradation and impoverishment, while their oil wealth funds the Fulani Janjaweed. Their oil wealth funds the Fulani Janjaweed oil well owners, like the emirs, like the Sultan, and all the Fulani political elites. It's funding them. The Niger Deltans have allowed the Fulani Janjaweed to deceive them to hate their cousins, the Igbos, while the Fulani Janjaweed keep terrorizing the so-called Niger Delta indigenes. They keep terrorizing them. They keep terrorizing them. The Fulani Janjaweed are unity beggars. They are unity beggars. Imagine those who supported the Fulani Janjaweed during the genocide civil war. Where are they today? Have their land been better, or their life have it been bettered? No. The Fulani Nigerian government are looking for those to commend for rejecting Biafra. The Fulani Janjaweed are working so hard to ensure that the dot in the circle is completely closed by using the same old Biafran traitors in the so-called Niger Delta. No matter what the Fulani Janjaweed and their traitors in the so-called Niger Delta does, Biafra must be free. Biafra must be free. Biafra must be free. And there is nothing the Fulani Janjaweed can do about it. There is nothing. There is nothing they can do about it. My brothers and my sisters, Biafra must be free, and not an inch of Biafran land will be ceded to the Fulani Janjaweed. Even though those so-called misguided Niger Deltans. No matter what they do with the Janjaweed, Biafra must be free. And if they don't want Biafra, then they should move with the Fulani Janjaweed to Futajalon. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and thank you for supporting this channel. Bye-bye for now.